October is going to be very busy, and if you're somebody that is kind of missing the collector's Blu-ray releases from Scream Factory, well, guess what? I've got some really, really good news for you. So, interestingly enough, before Dawn of the Disc actually broke this news, I had some people sharing pictures of these releases in my DMs, and it got around really quick. It got all over the internet. And then Dawn of the Discs and everybody else started talking about it, which was interesting. Neither really here or there, but let's get started. And it's actually not just Scream Factory. I wanted to show you guys this. So it looks like Visual Vengeance has some stuff coming out. Here's something they have. It's called Vampires and Other Stereotypes. It's from 1994. Guys, I'm interested in trying to review this and watch this. I can't tell you a thing about it. I've never heard of it, but it's from 1994, Vampires and Other Stereotypes. It is a region-free Blu-ray for all the people overseas that are interested in the Visual Vengeance line. So that's cool. And there's a lot of stuff on it. So drop a like right there. So keep that in mind, guys. So that's the first thing we've got from Visual Vengeance. We also have this. It's called Lichen Colony. And this is from 2006 that Visual Vengeance has coming. Oh, these are coming on 10/24, by the way. So the latter part of October. Let's see. Limited edition New Hampshire 4-cent air freshener you can get for the first pressing. Nice release. I don't know much about Lichen Colony, but it's from 2006, and it's a film by Rob Roy. So Visual Vengeance, guys, support them. They're a new company, and they're really cool. So they're doing great stuff over there. So check that out, guys. But I will not delay much longer. Let's get right into it. So Scream Factory has a very busy October. We do have some 4K announcements coming. And I think some of you will be happy about it, and others will be like, it is what it is. First things first, we do have the announcement of Pumpkinhead getting a 4K release. Now, I am a big fan of this. Part of me is like, yeah, I'll probably upgrade this because I love this movie. I watch it at least once a year. But I don't know. I'll see. But I'm pretty excited. My gut instinct is I'm very excited about this. In terms of if there's any new special features or anything like that, we don't know that yet. But please stand by, of course. Once we get some announcements, if you guys want me to do an updated version of this video, I will. But I really like talking about these new announcements. It's very exciting. So Pumpkinhead is one that's coming. And it looks like The Blob is another that is going to be hitting 4K this October as well. Don't know if they're going to do any kind of special kind of collector stuff with these yet. There's a chance, but we just don't know. So keep that in mind. This is where things get really interesting, guys. Night of the Demons is coming on 4K. Now, this is a fan favorite for a lot of people. Now, when I first saw this picture, when somebody DM'd this to me, I was like, that's cool, but you know what? I'm not the biggest fan of this movie. I do have the Scream Factory Blu-ray, and I did buy the Steelbook because at the time I was like, I'll collect all the Steelbooks. I don't think I own all of them. I think I own a majority of them, but again, that's neither here or there. But if you are a big fan of Night of the Demons, this is awesome news for you. Now, this movie came out a long time ago on Blu-ray from Scream Factory, so there's a pretty big gap there. So that should kind of feel like a little bit of relief for people. That, as a matter of fact, I think some people were probably excited at the announcement of Night of the Demons getting a 4K. But this is where things get really exciting for me, and this actually goes into something we talked about with the death of Olive Films. We're getting a collector's edition Blu-ray for Night of the Demons 2. Now, what makes this really exciting, guys, is there's a chance if this makes some of you guys happy, because a lot of people aren't really, really big Kino fans. They like the company. They do great stuff. I just watched Needful Things. It looked immaculate in 4K, but they do pretty standard releases. They don't do new artwork and things like that. So maybe some people are going to be happy because Demons 2 was under the Olive umbrella, that Olive did get this switch over from that movie over to Scream Factory. So we're now getting a collector's edition of the Night of the Demons 2. And I'm here to tell you, for what it's worth, I love this movie way more than the first movie. These movies live, die, and breathe in the 90s for me, and it works. I love it so much. Night of the Demons 2 is incredible. And what made me really excited was a buddy of mine, Kyle, sent me a homebrew of Night of the Demons 3, which is vastly out of print and expensive in the aftermarkets trying to get DVD copies of it. I loved it, and I was like, wouldn't it be nice if maybe one day they can get a nice release of that? And this is what blew me away. We're getting a collector's edition of Night of the Demons 3, and I am so excited. I love Night of the Demons 3. It's just as good as 2. They're hysterical. So this is really, really big news for me. Night of the Demons 2 and 3 getting collector's edition Blu-rays. I would not anticipate them getting the master original negatives for these films. I would almost anticipate that probably like lost, damaged, or destroyed. There's a chance I'm wrong. Maybe the reason these films didn't come out before is because they were truly just lost in legal limbo. So maybe they could have gotten remasters, but my anticipation is anticipate these being maybe described as using the best original elements or, just full 1080p. Keep that in mind. Now, it'd be nice to get some special features for these movies because I don't know much about anything about behind the scenes making of these. So that's something to know and to be excited about, guys. The fact that we're getting Night of the Demons 2 and 3 in collector's edition Blu-ray releases. I'm super excited. Great way to end the month of October, guys. Great films. I think you'll really enjoy them. So there's that. If you guys have any other questions about that, let me know and I'll try to keep you guys posted. But that's the biggest announcements right now with Scream Factory going on. I'm super excited, guys. So yeah, could not be more happy about Night of the Demons 2 and 3 getting a Blu-ray. If I get any updates, I'll at least do a community tab to tell you guys about it in terms of special feature announcements and things like that. But October's stacked. A lot of stuff coming out. We just did a video about stuff coming out a few weeks ago. Now we've got Hellraiser. Now we got Night of the Demons 2 and 3. Physical media maybe dying at Best Buy, but Jesus Christ, the boutique label is on fire. Your good old pal CHH signing off. Take care, guys. Huge giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind the scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.